21 minutes to 9. So I need to talk about this with you. It is the final days to submit your dog as Australia's top dog for 2024. But how do you judge a competition like this? Erin Devlin is the people-to-people managing director from Victoria, and she has the enviable task of judging if one good boy is gooder than another good boy. She joins us on the line. Hello, Erin.
Hi, Jason. Good evening.
Thank you for your service. First of all, this sounds like a pretty fun job.
It is a bit of fun.
I can't help but
Absolutely.
notice that you're the managing director of a company called People to People. What gives you the confidence that your skills of this is going to be transferable to dogs?
Well, what we found 9 years ago when we started running Oz Top Dog was that research really showed that having dogs in the workplace and having dogs around you when you're working from home can really boost mental health. It can give you energy. It can help you bond with your colleagues if you're in the office. It has a whole host of benefits. So I think that's kind of the link to the workplace, and it's been a whole lot of fun for the last 9 years.
Okay, it sounds plausible. I do need to check your qualifications, though. If you see a dog stretching, what must you say?
Oh, I'm definitely not qualified in the training department, Jason, but I can certainly help you spot a dog that is lifting mood in the workplace and a
Okay.
dog that has an important job that is helping people, maybe from a medical perspective as well.
Oh,
So,
that's good.
yeah.
Okay, well, just because there'll be people yelling at their radios until I say it, you have to say, ooh, big stretch. That's what you need to say.
It's not
Otherwise,
downward dog? No?
no,
Okay.
just,
All
ooh,
right.
big stretch. And then you have to tap them on the bum. Okay, so tell me about this categories. You kind of alluded to a couple of them. So you're looking for, there's 3 different categories of how dogs can be
Yeah,
the best dog. Tell me what they
that's
are.
right. Yeah, so we've got 3 categories, which are firstly, we've got top dog with a job. So just to give you an idea, last year we had a lovely dog that was able to identify for their handler whether or not they would be potentially having a seizure and then bark. So top dog with a job is a dog that has an occupation and an important one. The second category is top office dogs. So that could be a dog that is coming into your work environment, or maybe they work with you at home. And then the third category is people's choice. So you can put your votes in for which dog overall you love the most.
This is great. How many dogs are usually entered? Because you've done this for 9 years.
We do get hundreds of entries each year, so it varies each year depending on the partners that we have with Oz Top Dog, but it does get bigger and bigger every year. So we do have entries in the hundreds.
And how many people vote?
Well, there's usually a vote from at least each of the entrants, so it gets up in the thousands because we do find that people are tending to share with their friends and family for votes, and with their colleagues and workplaces as well. So it really has grown over the last 9 years, and we think it's just such a great way to celebrate dogs that we love in the workplace and at home.
So there's a bit of a timeline, and it's a bit of a timeline crunch at the moment. So
There
you've only got a
is.
couple more days to, is it nominate your dog?
That's it. Yes, Friday, and there is one essential criteria. You do have to have a dog to enter. If you've got a dog that you think is either top office dog, top dog with a job, or one that might win People's Choice either for cuteness or personality, then you've got until Friday to put your votes in
Okay. And then from there,
into your dog.
what happens? You pick a short list?
Yep. So there will be a short list. It will be judged, and then we will announce the winners. Usually we have a live ceremony to do that. So we'll put out some information on our website at people2people.com.au, and people can tune in and find out who the winners are.
So is there heated arguments and people storming out of the office and calling each other names when it gets down to business?
There's definitely a few divas, Jason. We certainly have a little celebrity dog in our office, Lily,
Mm.
who has been the poster girl a few times for Oz Top Dog. Oz Top Dog, but yeah, not too many divas, which is good.
Right. And Erin, what do you say when Lily has a big stretch?
Oh, you just quizzed me on this before, didn't you, Jason? I really should
Yes.
know that. I know it's not downward dog.
No.
I think it's a big
There
stretch.
you
Tap on the
go.
bum.
Good.
Did I get it right? There
Tap
you
on the
go.
bum is optional, but I can't resist. Okay, so you did mention it before, but what are the benefits to having the dogs in the workplace? And what I really want you to do is just say it again in a nice package that I can send to my bosses here.
Okay. So having dogs in the workplace has been shown to lift mood, help with mental health. It really helps colleagues to bond, and it can really encourage people to come into the office as well, and it can encourage a collaborative workplace.
I love an office dog. Whenever I go into a place and I think I went to like a pool kind of place, with like swimming pool supplies once, and there was a dog in there, and it just made me spend so much more money, I think, because I wanted to chat to the guy, I wanted to get to know about his dog, and he upsold me on some stuff. It's good. Put a dog in your
Yeah.
business plan.
I think if you're having a tough day and you come into your workplace and you see a gorgeous little or big dog and they've got their tail wagging and they're looking happy, it just immediately boosts your mood. So it can certainly have a positive effect on employees in the workplace.
Mm. And so you're basing this all just off the photos, right?
Definitely personality is in there. So
Well, how do they show you your personality when
in
they
the
apply?
in the applications,
Mm.
it's great for people to really describe what kind of personality their dog has and what kind of influence their dog has on them or their workplace, or potentially through the role that they have if they're a top dog with a job.
Okay, and you're not going to make them partake in any insensitive catwalk categories or anything, are you?
There's no catwalk categories, there's no obstacle courses. It's purely based on the application for Oz Top Dog.
Great, and I do hope that you get some fancy dress dogs in your photos as well.
We absolutely do. We certainly get some costumes. We get some fancy dress. We get some beautifully groomed dogs, and also those coming in completely authentic,
Okay, all natural. I like it.
al natural.
Potentially, you need to have another category for just dressed up dogs. Maybe that's a good way to.
Maybe that is 2025, Jason. I'll have to look at that one.
So you did mention there was a dog that won last year for top dog with a job, which was a dog that could detect seizures. It was a service dog. What about the other two categories? Were they in play last year?
Yep. So last year we had a lovely dog, Violet, who was top office dog, and she came into a veterinary clinic, and she was surrendered at 1 week old, and she had a non-functioning leg, and the team basically worked together to care for her and really nurse her back to health, and really help her to to be able to function well. And she's one of the owners of the vet clinic. Took her home and has looked after her, and she's often around the office there at the vet clinic.
Very good. Now, if people want to nominate, they can go to people2people.com.au/OzTopDog. The people to people, the two is a numeral, not a
Number two, that's
TO.
right.
And one of the questions on there is, does your dog have a superpower? What kind of superpowers have you seen submitted before?
Oh, that is a great question, and I think I'll have to dig into our archive to get all the wonderful answers. But look, I think probably the most superpowers we've seen is in the top dog with a job. There's been so many amazing entrants, dogs that have really looked after their owners from a medical perspective, and I think that's probably been the most heartwarming, is just to see the difference that dogs can make in people's lives, and really can make in the workplace as well.
Mm. Now, let's get into brass tacks though. What do the winning dogs get?
Oh,
Do they get a certificate?
That is a great question. They certainly get a lot of fame, that's for sure.
Very good.
There's an unveiling ceremony. They get the glory, and we certainly promote them. We certainly promote them online, Jason. So they'll have a lovely, opportunity to be part of our videos around the winners as well.
Nice. And do they get to represent Australia in Top Dog International or anything like that?
Look, we haven't forayed into Top Dog Olympics yet, but we can always put a submission in for, let's work towards Brisbane, I think.
Very good. Excellent. Erin Devlin is from People2People. She's the managing director. And if you would like to get your dog into Australia or Oz Top Dog, head to people2people.com.au/Oz Top Dog, and you can nominate your dog now. Thanks so much for having a chat with us, Erin. It's been great.
Thanks, Jason. Likewise. Thanks
Before I let you go, if you see a dog stretching, what do you say?
Big stretch.
There you go.
Tap on the bum.
Now you're officially a good judger of dogs.
Wonderful.
Thank you so much, Erin.